Okay, so today's question is find the prefix common array of two arrays. So you are given two zero index integer permutations a and b of length n. A prefix common array of a and b is an array C such that C of I is equal to the count of numbers that are present at or before the index a and b. So suppose index is 1, so we have to count the number of distinct integers which are both common till this index in both the arrays, and we have to return the prefix common array of a and b till that particular positions. Okay, so a sequence of n integers is called permutation if it contains all the integers from 1 to n exactly 1. So this two arrays contains exactly the same number of elements and even the same elements but in different order, so they are the permutations of the same array. Okay, so we have to return an array where, suppose why it is 0 here, because till index 0. Okay, till index 0 there is no common element between a and b, so it's 0. If you go for index 1, so 1 and 3 are common till this position, so there are 2. So we have to create this prefix common array. So what we will do, we will first take the length n is equal to len of nums. Yeah, so n is equal to, you can mark it as len of a, and let's see the constants here. So constant is too low till about 50, so we can go for the brute force solution. So let's do that. So what we will do, we will create a two arrays scene A and scene B, which will mark as false initially. So let's do that. Scene A is equal to false into, and we know numbers are from 1 to n, so we can create n plus 1 length array. Similarly, scene B is equal to false n plus 1. We have initially marked everyone as false. Now what we will do, we will simply go through this list. Okay, for this length. So for I in range n. Okay, so now we will mark the index I element as visited or seen in both scene A and scene B. So let's do that. So scene A of A of I is equal to true, and scene B of I is equal to true. Okay, and now what we will do, we will now simply find the common elements. How will we find the common elements? Whosoever scene is marked as 2, those are common elements. So simply create a variable common is equal to 0. You can initialize answer here, our answer array. So answer is equal to this, common is equal to 0. So simply now go through for I in, we know the numbers are from 1 to n, so go from 1 to n plus 1, and if both are marked true, if scene A of, or mark it as I, as already we have declared one as I, so let's mark it as X. So for scene A, if scene A of X and scene B of X, that means both are seen, means both are common, so we will increment the common count. So common plus is equal to 1, and finally we will append this common. So answer dot append common, and finally return answer. So let's try to run and check if this works. Taking longer time. Yeah, of course this is a big of n square solution, but let's see if it works. The scene A of X and scene B of common plus 1, also dot append common. Yeah, so our test cases has passed. Let's try to submit and check if this works for all the test cases. Let me submit again, don't know what happened. So our code has passed successfully. Thank you for watching.